local before and all that kind of stuff. Down in here, put that up around your shoulders.
Yep.
Airplane.
Yep.
If you remember those. Around the waist. Tie off.
Done.
Yeah, easy. Eh? That's got a light, not what we go at night, and it's got they all got whistles.
But no inflation because it's already got flotation in it.
Yeah, these things are all PFD1 approved type stuff. They're actually the just commercial survey ones. These.
What again?
It's called the EPIRB, Emergency Position Indicating Radio Beacon. EPIRB. So this one lives there. To turn it on, you just simply pull that down over that, and she's going. And they reckon that you've got this line, leave them floating in the water because the water gives them, water is like it's like a conductor, so it gives off a better signal in the water.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'll just give it a test. You just got to wait for that to go. All good, ready to go. So if we were to set this off, we're sinking or we sunk. Pull that down and it starts sending the signal to the satellites and off we go. This is where all our instruments live. That's our radio. This is the VHF. It's got a man overboard button there, which will give us a lat and long if we ever lose a man overboard.
So that's recorded instantly. But that's only whilst at that point, because as the water's moving and everything else is happening.
Yeah, that's right. We're talking about that east train current.
Yeah,
out
that's
there.
right. They're not going to be in that same spot. Come back.
Yeah. Why isn't that going on? Reset that instrument. This is a HF radio, but that's for like offshore stuff.
Yep.
That I can pick up weather from Tasmania.
Yep.
Here with that.
Yep.
It's got a long range.
Yep.
Just trying to think of what else. Oh, so the flares live in that back lazarette locker in the back there.
So everybody is busy at this moment. That's the car to protect the yacht. So right now we're preparing for sailing. And this is our structure. We're gonna teach as for the busy people.
We get it all, eh, buddy? Most boats have 2 batteries. That you live on.
Yep.
Some have 3, some have 4, blah blah blah.
Yep. Starter battery, auxiliary.
One's to start, one's for auxiliary. So right now this is our battery bank here.
Yep.
2 batteries live under there. Right now it's put in on number 2, which is the house batteries. Runs the house.
Yep.
What we do is we put
Is it
2 batteries.
that's why.
Same as our car, caravan.
This one runs everything here, and this one is just to start the engine. So the number 1, where I've just clicked the 2 there, that's the start battery, which is that battery on that side.
Step 1, okay.
Yep, so we put it onto number 1. And if you want to stick your head around the corner of this, around there, there's the engine panel there. Just have a look. Just around there.
You don't have anything up in the cockpit.
We do.
Oh, okay.
Yep, but I'll explain.
Michael, you want to look at the...
Sure.
Did you see the key?
Yeah.
You want to start it up, Danny? Just turn the key in like the car and just...
Thank you.
Firing.
And I'll show you this. Can you start it from upstairs? The answer is yes. Still got to put the battery on the number 1.
Yes.
And then there's an on-off switch up there, like for the solenoid.
Yes.
And there's a starter switch up there.
Okay. So you generally just leave that alone. You don't have anything to do it.
Yeah, and the reason is this. Is when that key is still turned, was it still on the angle?
Yep.
Yep, so now the alternator's charging both of those batteries.
Alright.
If you start from upstairs, right, and that key is just vertical, which you can do, if that key ain't on an angle, it ain't charged, that alternator ain't charging. I don't know why they made the boat like that. It's done.
Well, that's the addition wiring back in that addition. So,
Yeah.
well, why?
So-
You shouldn't have that position. You should only be start and let go, and that should be.
I agree.
Yeah.
But anyway,
That's what it is.
You know how that took me 2 years to work that out, eh? Why the battery going flat?
Yeah,
Because we used to always start from up there.
Yeah. Well, most of the boats will be
And
on
everything that where's your batteries out on a boat is the fridge, is the big one,
Yep.
and the toilet
Macerator, is it?
macerator.
Yeah.
Because the power's got to go from there,
Yeah. All the way.
so
right.
you're draining a lot of power,
Yep.
getting in a lot of power. Just while we're here, I'll just show you this. You got any questions? Good idea. On that engine panel,
Yes.
the key doesn't turn it off.
Yep.
It's just a black solenoid. Just press it in. I'm going to press it in now. So it's just a round button, and then I'll just put that key back up. I just want to just give you a quick look at this. So there's our 3-cylinder diesel.
Yep.
I showed these guys yesterday. I won't go into it too much with you. I'm assuming you know a lot about these things.
Yep.
You know, we check the oil.
Yep.
This one's a freshwater cooled engine, but the freshwater is cooled by the salt water. So
it's got a heat transfer.
it's got a heat exchanger here.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's our freshwater there.
Yep, perfect.
That's good.
Yep.
This is where the salt water comes in through the drive leg.
Yep.
Down on the bottom of the drive leg, there's like 4 or 5 holes.
Right.
It's sucked up through there, through
Yep.
here, through the strainer, and
Yep.
gets pumped around the engine via a impeller.
Yep.
And then when it goes, so in
Well,
there,
it gets pumped around the cooling part of
the-
this system,
yeah,
and
so
then
then-
that goes through the engine. That actual water goes through the engine. So you're not putting salt water in your engine.
no, so through that heat exchanger, you probably know there's a series
Yeah.
of tubes where the
Yep.
fresh water goes through,
That's it.
the salt
Yep.
water goes over, it cools
That's
that
it.
off,
Yep.
and it gets pumped back into the exhaust here,
Yep. Spat out the back.
spat out the back. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Drive leg fluid, we checked
Yep.
all this yesterday. I'm pretty happy with it. The
I know.
filter, fuel filter, water trap, that was done November. The oil was done at the same time. We pulled that out yesterday. The oil was like honey, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Just
Yeah,
beautiful.
Yeah.
Possibly like brand new.
Oh, the quality of oil nowadays is unbelievable, you know. It's so good.
Engine.
Compared to the old fortified stuff that used to be black as soon as you put it in.
Yeah. Just got to put this bolt down here.
Yeah, I've had multiple machines with Yanmars in them, and 5,000-6,000 hours of hard work in the worst conditions you could ever think of in its own dust bowl. Good as gold, mate. Everything else fails around them. The motors, I've never had any of them fail. Not
Yeah,
one.
Mars and what?
Bobcat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Bobcat has Yanmars engines in it. Yeah. Little excavator, a
I
little
was thought
developed
that was a
excavator.
boat
Do
motor.
you want to go start it up?
No, they're earth moving. I've got a 3-cylinder excavator.
I did it.
So we're back to
I put it to the one.
Alright,
Yep.
so-
Yeah.
I'll
back to two.
put it back to 2.
Yep.
2.5 litres an hour, but we always work on 3. Every time when we're going away, we fill that up, put a jury on the back, and it's 30 litres, 30 hours there, 8 hours there, so 38 hours making on 3 litres an hour. We don't quite use that much, but so when we're going on a long trip, in the logbook, we're writing in the logbook what time we start the engine, what time we turn it off, and we're writing beside that.
Can do.
So that's called turret.
Yeah, shut that, mate. Yep.
Push it down.
Yep.
There's nothing else to do.
Nah, that's it.
Don't stand on it.
It's 10 mil Lex, and you
I
won't
still
break
won't
it,
stand
but
on
you don't want to
I
know.
don't stand on like those things. It's not
So you're just hanging 5 there with that one
Yep,
for a minute?
Yep, righto. So Lorraine, you want to come up here? Put that away because we're actually doing something. We're not. So as soon as this drops in the water, you can pull that one there up.
So right now we're heading.
I still want you guys to because sometimes it's you do, and that's the simplest way to do it.
This is the safe area in here.
Yeah, okay. You gotta watch out for this.
The boom. Oh, look at that. This is one there.
I can actually, I'm gonna put that on the wire. So it's right out of our way.
I'm sure.
You're lucky. You're in the safe zone.
Yeah.
I just left it up there because it was
Oh yeah.
I'm actually gonna use some techniques on the dock.
Okay.
But, you know, little things that'll help us get on and off.
Okay.
Yep,
Pull
4.7.
this one out. That was really good. Let me just take this for a sec. I'll go
So you
down.
can sit on this, that's okay?
Oh, yeah, that's okay.
What is this?
Spare boat. Life raft.
Okay.
If all else fails.
That's a bit more.
You want to alleviate stress on your crew, you know what I mean? If you can do that, it just makes your boating way better. I mean, you know, being that blow on, I didn't realise until we were actually just leaving and then that was a blow on.
Yeah.
We would have just left like yesterday.
Yeah.
Pushed off and off we go.
Yep.
So I'm gonna do this mooring first, show you how to do it. Then it'll be you three having a go, yeah?
Yep. Well, I don't want you on the wheel with the mooring. I want you driving it.
So that's just on idle now, is it? Oh, wait up, you're right. Just keep slipping through the water, doesn't
It takes a long time to stop this boat. So what we want to do is not run over it, you know?
So on these moorings, there's a white ball, and how far away is the loop?
The loop is hanging out the end of the white ball. Yep, you just go pick it up and put it on that cleat on the port side there. I'm actually going way too fast here, but there's such a thing as reverse.
it? So you're still in neutral.
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? So I'm almost dead upwind.
Yep.
Yeah, the tide is still going out here. I've almost done a complete circle around it.
Got it. He's dead.
Yeah. Thanks. Good job. We've still got an outgoing tide.
Yeah, we know.
What's the weight for these orange boys? I think it's like a colour boys.
Okay, so if you're saying we're drifting
So you
off
pull
it,
that up further into the chain if you're staying here all night. Or you just leave the rope on.
Yeah, but in the winter, you just do that.
Just leave the rope on, that's it, all night long.
Yeah, they
You
say
don't pull the chain up and hook the chain up or anything, no?
how easy is that?
what's that chain?
So at the Wet Sundays, they're like I said, they're dark blue,
Yep.
like that orange one, and
Yes.
the line comes off the top of it.
Okay.
They don't have the white ball or anything like that.
Okay.
It's simple as that, Danny. You can pick it up with a boat hook.
Yep.
You know, you'll
Put it on the cleat.
good night.
You're done.
You're done. I'm loving it.
And like, man, they're rated for like 20-ton boats.
Okay. So
Yeah,
they're
it's
pretty
so
good.
easy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I said this is where we got this gust of wind pushing us right onto the top of that mooring here now.
Right, yeah, the tide's going out.
The tide's going that way and the
Yeah.
wind's coming this way, so it was a bit of a tricky mooring. The thing is, even though I came up wind at it, and we sort of ended up doing a big loop around it as the tide was still pushing us that way, I still came up wind at it.
And you were neutral.
I was in neutral from way back over there. But it was the tide pushing me onto it, and I actually had to keep steering the boat. We almost did a full circle around, but sometimes that's just how it happens. The whole goal here is we don't want to drive over the top of it.
No.
Because if it goes under the boat, then what?
Yeah.
So what we've got to think about now is getting off this with that wind pushing us over the top of it.
Yeah.
We need to have someone looking at that orange ball, the orange mooring buoy. Can you see it? So it's right there. I mean, it's the prop
The prop is
is right there.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's not down there, is it?
no, it's right there. It's right underneath that drive leg. I mean, that's an issue, isn't it?
Yep.
What would we do to I mean,
That's the buoy.
yeah, there's no way I'm gonna put that in a reverse method. What can we do instead of doing that? I'll show you. Give us that boat hook. I'm gonna grab this. You want to go back to the helm and just reverse us off? Yep.
Dragging it over. That's called mooring or buoy?
Mooring buoy, yep.
Mooring. Ah, there are two.
Good to go.
Let's see.
Now going to go that way.
Mooring buoy.
I'll keep reversing it like this. Just keep the helm straight though.
Reversing.
Keep going back, mate.
I can't see it, so I'm lying on
Yeah,
you.
just keep going. And you know, like, this is what's going to happen with you two
Yep.
and you two. You can't see it.
I can't hear it.
someone's going to be up the front. You're good to go forward now, turn out. And something I just want to say to you, which I really appreciated, was you were simply just going like this to me before.
Yeah, signal. That's right. Yeah.
Like, that's good communication. Thank you. Just ease back the throttle edge and just watch the traffic. Let's go right down in here. It's some days are nightmares on the broadwater. Let's just go back down in here and just think about how you're going to get that.
Well, okay.
Good luck. Yeah. Little ferries.
Where you going? You got to go around this boat in front of you too, mate. You see that boat in front of you?
Yeah, I'll see it. I'm going to go around.
Did you say something?
Yeah,
No,
just
it's
go
good.
around the back of it.
I'll go around it like that.
I reckon.
Okay.
You're in neutral. I'll show you how to use this, but you know how to use that throttle before you get on. It's that top piece, that's really got to, because when it's upright, it's in a lock in neutral.
Yep.
You've got to lift the top part up to go in a forward, or lift it up to go in a reverse. If you pull it out, it's like it's a pre-idle thing, you know what I mean? You'll have no gears but rev.
Yeah, right.
Just have a think about this because you've got a boat right there.
Barbecue boat. Bloody barbecue boats.
Now, just so everyone knows, you've got to give way to your right. We're a power boat right now. You've got to give way to your right.
So we'd have to give way to these guys if we just cut in front of them if we want. They're on our lane.
I'm definitely not going to cut in front of him. This guy's on a pontoon barbecue boat.
Yeah.
I'm
There's
guessing
good
he don't
chance
know
he's
too
had a
much.
few beers.
Might not even have a license.
No, probably don't need one.
No, you don't.
Challenging.
Why don't you do this? If you're ever going to be in a collision, the law is you got to turn the boat to the right. Because if you both turn to the right, you're turning away from each other. You turn sharp.
Yeah. Could do this in a cat.
You can.
Oh, you
but
can?
Forward and
Two
reverse.
Oh, yeah, right, okay.
Close in up there.
Just so you two know, just want to straighten up the helm. That yellow tape there, that's the centre.
Yellow tip, what's the yellow tip? The one, the white
Yeah,
one.
that means it's the centre, so you know where you're at. That means straight
Just
ahead.
backed off like this. Oh, mate, get in front of us.
Yeah, you got no care in the world, old mate. Eh? I mean, he's a giveaway dude in a small boat, and just cut down. I mean,
Yeah.
you got to watch them, eh? They're everywhere.
I'm thinking the rope's out towards us. Tide's beating the wind at the moment in there.
We always go upwind.
Upwind.
I mean, listen, that's not always. That's not true. It's not fair to say that to you. You just got to guess. You know, the problem is what I think is going to happen if you're going to go and attack it this way is you're going to have the wind pushing you onto it.
Yeah, don't want that.
Well, you're going to be doing half a night at it. You know, if your lovely wife misses it when she picks it up, it's going under the boat.
Yeah,
So I'm always of the opinion you go upwind.
upwind.
Yeah. Listen, if the tide was running at 2 knots and there was 3 knots of breeze, you'd be going up tide. You know. The trick is this: you want to be getting to the mooring at slow speed. You want to be stopped at it almost.
Yeah.
Same as a man overboard. Same as if you're putting an anchor down. Get up to it and be stopped.
Yeah.
So and then you don't want to run over it.
No, nowhere near the prop.
And at some point, you know, you're not going to be able to see it. Someone up the front talking to you, pointing, shooting. Here's your clouds back, man. Look at that.
Yeah. All right.
So your goal to get that boy, the loop, the white one.
Yeah,
Okay, using that one.
yeah.
What do you call that one?
I pull it up. Boat hook.
Boat hook.
Hook.
Hook. Then grab the white,
Yeah.
the white thing. That's the mooring and boy. Marco, you're closer. Do you need hand? Do you need hand? You're good?
Yeah. Okay, this way a bit, mate. Go that way a bit.
Oh my god.
There we go, that way, mate, that way. Yep. This way. So we're going to go that way more. I'm not going to grab it. Go that way. Sort of. We're coming up on a different angle. Grab it on this side.
Both sides, circle.
Good.
Don't get your hands dirty.
All right.
Don't your
Let it
hands
go.
dirty.
You know what to do from there, right?
Yep.
What you do is a turn. You're all right, bud. What you just let it go. And unfortunately, you don't get rev slots down around about here with the cables. The more you press it, the more revs you get. But it's locked until you lift that up, and that's reverse. If you pull it out, you'll have revs, but no drive. So you've just got to lift that up forward. You've got to go around and get it again, and you ask that question. Yeah, what do we do? Go back and try again.
Lip up. That's forward.
Yeah, because the line is hanging back, either with the wind or with the tide or whatever.
But there's no engine.
Yeah, the engine's on.
Engine on?
You got no revs.
You want more revs?
It doesn't matter to me. It's got a boat right here.
Yeah. We'll go around here.
Yep, cool. Go to the orange one, forget about the white one, and we'll just pretend we're in the wood Sundays and it's a dark blue one.
Does it already have a ribs?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Ah, that's it. Ah.
You're always collected on what side?
No,
No, that's just what you want.
what you want to be doing is you want to be on the leeward side of the buoy. In case you miss it, you blow away from it, not like a man overboard.
Over it.
If you're on the windward side of it and you miss it, it's going under the boat as your boat falls on top of it. Pretty well what just happened back there.
Yeah, right.
This is exactly the same as picking up a man overboard
Yeah.
under motor.
Yeah, right.
Exactly the same. If you fall off now, we're just going to come back upwind and grab you. With that in neutral. What I want you to do is reach over and hook the top of the orange ball or mooring. Just hook it, and then we'll just get off it again. You know, it's easy to send it to Prager there. It's just easy to just put it back in a drive again.
Yeah, yeah.
You put it, go again 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, right.
It's really simple. As opposed to having it reverse because you're going to drive over it.
We're in neutral, but it's still moving.
Yeah,
Yep.
we're just sliding through the water.
This boat doesn't like to stop. It takes a long time. Yeah.
Bubbles from the other boat.
Yeah, that was his prop. He just got out of there. So orange ball,
Yep.
and we want the bow on the beach side.
Yep.
So port side pick up as we just been on.
Yep.
You're turning like a...
And don't forget, Danny, we want to be going upwind, so you need to give yourself some space. If you just turn the boat around now, you might get it. But the proper way to do it is upwind.
Yeah.
Upwind like that, and like that.
Yeah, I was fine.
You see it, Michael? See the hands?
Can you see the hand too?
Yeah, mate.
The truth of it is he can still see it at this point.
Make sure you can see the hand now.
Oh, I've got no paddle.
So then you need to turn the boat. You just left your turn a little late. You turn the boat the other way. No, you're not. You're gonna make it.
Okay.
Turn it starboard.
Yep.
Real hard to starboard. Neutral. Staying straight. Okay, let's go reverse straight away now. Take your time. Take your time. Oh, no. Let's go neutral now. Neutral. Where is that orange one?
Got him.
Let it go. We don't want it. We want it away from the boat.
Want to reverse away from that?
No, you're good to go, mate.
Forwards?
Yep, forwards. It's just here on the starboard side. It's good, man, because you just go and get another go. I can tell because this bottom number, why don't we go around this way and come back at it, and you can work out where the wind is. That bottom number is where which part of the boat. So 120 is like here, 180 is the back, 0 is the bow. So that number there is 0, and when you were coming to that, the wind was blowing you away, which blew you that way. That number was 49. So you were 50 degrees off the wind. Now listen, to be fair to you, go neutral now. Yeah. To be fair to you, the wind shifts around here so much because of these buildings.
So you're basically powering
But you were 40 degrees off being into the wind.
Looks like you're so fast, Michael.
Yeah, I got it in neutral.
The better than you.
No gears.
Lead foot.
Oh my god.
Lead foot off, and she just seems to nail everything. Not how I do it. But,
Smooth sailing now.
so that means that your number is. You actually need to be that way more.
Oh, okay.
And you need to go easy on this helm because you'll oversteer.
Go straight.
So you're going to need throttle, aren't you?
Push it away to the right, starboard.
Yes. Let's drive like a car.
Right side.
Neutral. Yep.
Go straight.
Straight. That yellow mark is straight. You're not going straight. Turn it to the left. Port. Okay, straighten up the helm there.
Yep.
Hey, well done.
Okay, go in reverse now. Keep it in reverse. Just keep it in. Hold that in the center.
Let it go, mate.
Let it go.
Well done, mate. Good job, mate.
Good job. I just get in the drive so we get away from the beach is the first thing.
Okay.
Can you put it in the drive so we can get away from the beach, please?
So it's left and forward.
Yep. I gave Loreni a bit of help there because I told her to turn the boat to starboard. And the reason I got her to do that because I
Does
knew
anyone
that she was
want a
gonna be-
water?
Huh? I don't
Water.
I think.
All good?
I will.
You want one?
Let's just go neutral.
Yeah,
now.
she want one. I will.
2. 1.
Let's just turn down here because we're actually it's come around here and do a UE and we're going to turn back to starboard.
Do one of one.
The reason is because from that angle around this side over there is more into the wind than from down here. So
Okay.
let's turn the boat back around the other way now. Like turn the boat, turn the boat, turn the boat, turn the boat, turn the boat. Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Way different.
You want coming up?
Come up.
Coming up?
Okay, now it's up to you with your throttle and all that.
I'm going to approach it now rather than loop around here.
Oh, you don't need to loop around. You're
Yeah,
almost heading back at it. You are heading back at it. Straighten up your helm. Other way. Other straight. Yep. Now you need throttle, don't you? Keep going. You're not in the middle of that helm yet. You're still turning it to the beach. Now you're turning it.
Yeah.
You need throttle. You need it all.
Oh, okay.
Let me help you out here. Aim straight at it. Right through it now. You don't need to do that much.
Oh, okay.
This is where it's going wrong for everybody.
Oversteering.
You're oversteering, and what's happening is you're oversteering it, oversteering it,
Yeah.
oversteering it. So
Yeah.
the wind blows you more that way, then the wind blows you more that way. So you
right.
can ease this down and slow this up. It makes it so much easier for you. Yeah, move yourself to the place where you can see. Looks pretty good. You're dead into the wind right here.
Yeah. Okay,
A little bit
reverse
to
now.
starboard. Turn the boat to starboard. Right. Turn the boat right. Turn the boat right. Turn the boat right. Okay, straighten up now. Straighten the boat up. We want the yellow. Step up here and have a look where that marker is now. The buoy.
Can't see it.
That's how close you got. You've got it spot on.
Oh, okay. Alright.
You have another go. You have another go and I'll try not to say nothing.
It's
Just
harder.
hang 5 here till we get away from it.
Okay.
Okay, so now, what you got to think about now? How, when, where.
Okay.
You don't have to go left, you don't have to go right, but you want to be coming at it upwind.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. You drive it now. Thinking about all this traffic that's on the left, on the right. No, this isn't the right way to turn the boat. But you've got space to go back into the wind. Anyway, let's just see how it works out. The secret to these is going directly into the wind. And now you get into the wind.
Yeah.
Okay, so how are you going to get to there?
Get away. Yeah, that's right enough. Now,
Hold on a
reverse.
second.
Oh,
Hold on a second.
sorry.
that's
No
all right.
one's there to hook on.
Yep, let's go reverse.
Okay.
It's right there, that was good. I mean, it's a little bit all over the show, but you're driving, that's the truth.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
you know, more practice, you get perfect at it, you know what
Can
I
I
mean?
get there? Can I lift?
Just keep it front open.
Yeah.
Right, get away.
I can't see it.
Put
It's
it
out
in
of the way.
neutral, put it
Yeah.
in neutral, put it into drive, and then drive us out of here, please. It just takes a bit of practice, eh?
Yeah.
You want to have a go? Go neutral.
And where have I had like exactly what
I'll tell you, I'll take it from here because I'll do the first one.
No, I'm good, thank you.
What do I do like that? Exactly
What do you put in the pocket?
Just gotta hopefully
Yeah.
Boat coming out.
Oh, so they're doing the parking practice as well. That's my mate's business. He's going in the one that I wanted to be going in.
That'd be right.
Yeah.
There was no berthing when I went for my boat license.
As in, you didn't do it?
No, there was no request. They didn't ask.
Get your license.
We had to throw a bucket overboard and then go and collect it. That was our
Yeah, it's a
man
man
overboard job.
I had to answer if you were skiing from this
There's no
from this
practical
beach.
in
Which
this one.
direction would you go?
No, there wasn't.
That
Well,
way.
my boat wasn't.
Yeah,
So
mine wasn't. That was a long time ago.
go in stern.
Buddy, how are you? Are you still practicing? Are you still practicing? No, we want to do the same thing, practice. Which one do you want? Of course you are. Okay, chuck those fenders out.
Starboard side.
Chuck the fenders out just underneath the rail. Wind or tide. This is just actually dealing with the wind and the tide. Because if this is your berth, you're parking your boat, you don't have an option, do you?
You've got to get it there.
You got to get it there.
Yeah.
What's something we've got to think about here, in particular with this berth? Like right now, there's hardly any tide, so we don't really need to think about that. Sometimes out here, there might be a bit of tide, there might still be. It doesn't look like much of me at the moment. It's the wind blowing the bow in. Rightio? So we need to keep the bow up. So just have a look where we've pointed and how the boat's travelling.
Zero.
We're going like a crab, aren't we?
Yeah,
You see what's happening?
yeah, I see that.
And listen, that's what it was off way back there.
Yeah,
It's simply the wind pushing me in here.
okay, yeah, the tide. Or
Okay.
not even the tide?
If the tide was going out, we'd be going left, forward. Now what we want to do here is park the boat on that starboard side where the fender is. So the bow is getting blown off a whole lot here now.
Yeah.
You can see it, yeah.
We're going this way.
So
Quite
this is
supple
the...
movements on the wheel, I've noticed.
Oh, I had to give it a big turn.
Okay.
So given that we've got the wind pushing us,
First.
Didn't even touch the sides.
I haven't gone in far enough, I'll go in far enough.
What's the name? What you release over there like a fellow?
It's opposite the toilet.
Fender.
Fender. Fender.
High enough?
It's just wind just keeps blowing in. That actually just rolled down.
Fender.
That one goes up on that next one up. What you do, right, is you just do the full round turn around the thing, put it down at the base. Put the full round turn at the base, yes. Now do your half inches. Yeah, now you're onto it. Nice one. See this line here? Ready?
Yeah, the line, whatever.
So what we've got an issue is with here, so let's imagine we're leaving this bird, the wind's just pushing that bow onto the bird. What is cracking in the bird here, we're just going to drag that bow all the way along the edge of the dock, aren't we? You're going to wreck your boat. So remember we talked about that pivot thing? What we do here is we simply do this. See the bow going out? Now reverse. Give it a good stab in reverse. That bow on the good stab. Now there's something about reverse. We always start with it in the middle. Always. And now we've got the water, instead of the prop pushing water over that, it's the water going past the rudder that's giving us the turning capacity. Right? Now, so what happens here is, when you get the water pushing over the rudder and you turn the rudder, that water wants to jam it down. So we can't let go of the helm, because if you let go of the helm in reverse, it'll just spin, and if it goes, something's going to break. So we always start in reverse. Oh, sorry, in the centre is what I mean to say. always start with this in the centre, always. And so I'll just give you a demo. So right now, in forward, we've got water coming off the prop over that rudder, we get instant steering. When you go in reverse, you don't get any steering until you actually, that rudder is moving through the water. So you actually have to be going backwards first before you get steering. Now that's why we have it in the centre, because if it's hard over one way and you start going backwards, I'm talking about the rudder. If the rudder's turned like that and you start going backwards, it's just going to keep doing that. You get no steering. Yeah? Okay, so in the centre, what I do is stop the boat with a few revs, and I don't let go of this helm. There's none of this, because you've let go. Okay, now moving backwards, right, I'll actually be able to get some steering. Don't let go of it. I'm going to show you what happens. It just goes and it builds momentum, and then something down here will break. So don't let go of it in reverse. That's a bit tricky to get out of, that one there in reverse, but let's just do it because they're not always going to be. Bow in, mate, you're on. Slow and steady wins the race. You're in neutral. That mooring there, that's an easy one. It's straight up to the white wall, straight into the wind.
Yeah, right. You stay away from the orange one.
It's easier than the other ones. Can I just help you, Eddie? Watch this. This is for you guys. You too. Watch this. Go fast. It'll turn on itself. I could just see you just dawdling all around here and not working it out. So I just thought it might be a good opportunity to show these two how fast that fast boat actually does move. You're only just in drive. I don't know what you want to do with that.
Well,
It's up. I'm
I've
just.
got wind up our ass grinders on. I'm hoping to use a bit of that. Just take it easy.
You need it. The throttle on, I guess, is what I'm getting at.
Um,
And the answer is no. Get it off. Like you're up to me. Like I'm thinking, this is just me. I could be wrong. Right now, I'm thinking we're going a bit too fast already.
Yeah, I was thinking. Slow and steady.
Anyway, how do we just before you do that? How do we slow a boat down without touching the throttle? So if you think,
Nice
okay,
into the wind.
it doesn't move.
No.
It doesn't stop the boat. The rudder
Yeah.
oh, you mean
backwards and forward.
Oh, backwards and forwards to slow
Like a
it
big S,
down.
the drag through the water slows the boat down. You might go to put it in reverse and there ain't no reverse, something might have broke down there. So sometimes you've got to do that, yeah. When we're doing yacht racing, when we want to slow down, we start doing big S's because we go to the start and it's a time start. You've got to slow down, we just start doing big S's. You got enough clearance on your starboard side. I'm concerned about this area of the boat. It doesn't. Better, mate. Down turning it. And you're going to have to go to reverse, okay, because the wind is still pushing you down in there. Yeah, that's not good. The helm in the middle. Let's keep going backwards and just get out of here right away. I don't think there's any point on going forward with that manoeuvre because you already nailed it. You know what I mean? That's the only reason. So just hold the helm straight. And the way we want to turn the boat now is this way. Ease this. I want you to slow this completely down. You only just missed that pole by doing that. I don't know how we didn't hit that. That was a fluke. Now listen, the reason we're turning it back this way It's because the wind's already pushing the bow that way. Yeah? Just so for everyone else here, I didn't see the point on going forward with that whole manoeuvre because he already nailed
He
it.
was already there.
Yeah, he was already there. Good one, well done. Let's drive out of here and you and have a go.
Danny, you're next.
Danny's pop.
Yep.
Turn the helm. Yep, let's get out of here. Drive away. Actually, hold on, stop. You're in neutral again. Just relax, mate. Just relax. Just
Wala kong hawak to.
Man, I understand. Like, you're doing a fantastic job. Like this thing about someone else's boat. When I'm on someone else's boat, I'm like twice as nervous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just how it is. And like I said, if we crash this boat, or one of you do, it's my fault because I've let you get to that point. It's only ever happened once. And what happened was, the guy was simply reversing the boat back into the berth too fast, and then went to put in a drive, pulled out, put neutral, the boat went bang, smashed the ladder went 2 holes in the back of the hull, and like, I should have told him to go and start again. That's my point. Yeah. Whatever you want to do, Danny. You're the skipper.
It's capability, but it turned pretty tight last time.
Yeah. Yeah, not all yachts are like that one.
That's the thing in catamaran, and they don't turn like that unless you use the motors.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Something like that.
Well, it's like you've got a big pump for the SES, big basket with you. They use motors. You've got two outboards in the back. You can't turn. I'm so used to just having such a big lag on it. But yeah.
They're all different, mate. The one up north that you go on will be different again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No. Well, yeah.
Can I just say something to you, Danny? You see how relaxed everyone is here? We're not even paying attention to it. I am, but no one's even thinking about what you're doing.
Oh yeah.
Well, someone is, but they're all chatting. They all feel relaxed, and you know what it is? It's the boat speed that makes everyone feel like that. And the thing is, right now you're totally under control. You know what I mean? So just it makes a big difference, the speed thing, for your crew, for yourself.
We're getting there.
We're not even in gear. We haven't been in gear for way back there since he turned to make the turn. Now you just got to concentrate on keeping the bow up in that wind, mate. Yeah, right. You might have to. I don't think you will. You might because you might blow onto that dock. We definitely don't want to get pinned up against that dock. Let's get that bow out before you bring it out that way. That's what you're doing is perfect. And then what you'll do is you'll swing it back this way. Like you can start turning it back this way now. Don't let go of the helm. Yeah, you feel it, yeah. Because you let go of it. I'm glad you caught it again. Fantastic. Let me just tell something. Everyone something there. He was off the throttle straight after he made that turn. And it wasn't because he did that turn fast or he was going fast, it's just simply the wind was pushing in. Anyway, listen, that whole like that time space thing, man. Look, no one was. You were paying attention. I was paying attention, but you know what I mean. Everyone's relaxed, and that's when you sort of know things are going good.
I love that it's easy. I reckon. Just keep steering.
As long as you've got water momentum. Good, your turn.
Hold on. On there, wasn't it? Yeah, that's right.
So
No, it's on
there's-
it's on the deck.
You have to put on 3 loops. There's 2 for the stern line, and there's 1 for the spring line.
Okay, 1 for the spring line and 2 for the stone.
Yeah, you'll see it as soon as you get to the dock. You'll know exactly.
Which one am I adding first?
It doesn't really matter to
Doesn't
me.
matter.
As long as they're around that cleat proper, because when
Yep.
there's 3 on there, you've got to make sure they're down and under.
Yeah. So I would more or less think maybe the cleat first.
You've just got to simply pick up the loops off the dock and put them around on the cleat.
It's already the loop. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's already around the cleats on the dock.
And cleat or the second cleat, then?
All you got to do is just put the lines onto the cleat on the boat. It's already tied up at the bow. That's on the dock.
Ah, the bow line's already there.
That one there has to go onto the dock.
Yep.
You need to grab that bow. Anywhere. Some places you go they have 4. Then those.
Yep.
I'll do the main halyard, yep. Okay. I want you to have a look at this. Sure. So, this one here is, it's actually attached to the back of the boom now.
Right.
And that's our main halyard.
Yep.
So we actually need to get it off there.
Yep.
And to up there.
Right.
The way we do that is we do, and the way to use all these winches is we wrap them around clockwise
Yep.
on this boat. So
Is
we
it winches this one?
Winch.
This is a winch.
This is a sheet. Oh, well, this is a
Yeah.
This is a halyard.
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 Pulls the sail.
Halyards pull the sails up.
Yep.
Winches do that.
Halyard. What's the difference of halyard and sheet? Is it sheet?
Sheets run flat,
Ah,
like
okay.
this. Run flat like a sheet on your bed.
Oh, the halyard for doing like that.
Haul up.
Up on the
okay.
head. Yep.
Let me give you one second.
How
It's not
you-
connected yet.
Anyway, so right now, just that's the halyard, the main halyard, that one on the back,
Yep.
which is this one.
Yes.
So all these winches are loaded up clockwise, and we do it 3 wraps. So 1, 2, 3, and with these winches, you got this pre-feeder that loads it up into the top. And the top part is what actually locks and holds it all in place. Okay.
Okay.
All these winches are 2-speed, so one way is fast, but it gets heavy quick.
Yep.
Once it gets heavy, then you go the other way. So it's lighter.
Yep. But it still
And
keeps winching
slower.
the same way all the way.
Yeah.
So it's just like the boat trailer to change the gear on a boat.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly like that. So this is the other part of this. Is these are like a cleat or a jammer.
Yep.
People call them jammer.
Yep.
Sometimes you can open them up like that. Sometimes they're actually really hard to open up. Anyway, this one's really nice and easy to undo.
Halyard.
This main halyard has 2 on this boat. Most yachts only have 1. Just watch your head, everyone. We're going to let this main halyard down. Yep. So lift up the clutch, jammer, and then we can release that.
Okay.
Yeah. Now listen, if that's like
Super
that.
tight, you wind that winch up, take the load off it.
Oh yes. Yeah. I didn't show you that because it was easy. But
Yep.
if this is like this,
Yep.
it's still locked.
Okay.
They need to be completely flat.
To free the rope.
Yep.
Right.
Now listen, we can pull them with them locked. It just won't go back the other way.
Okay. It's one way only. Yep.
Yep.
And now we take it off the end of the bearing.
Yep, he's getting that sorted out and they'll take care of that.
Just put the halyard on first, then.
Just this has got to go through the lazy jacks.
You need to put that down so you can land it. Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
learning.
Okay. See this?
Now this one here,
Yeah, we just put the halyard on first.
these are the jib sheets. So
Yep.
these ones
Jib
here
sheet.
to control the head sail. The jib is the one sail at
Yeah.
the front.
Yep.
Jib sheet. Jib sheet.
Did you swear?
Jib sheet.
$5 in the jar.
Jib sheet and head sheet. They're the same.
So the head, no. So well, on this boat,
Oh, watch your head, watch your
that
head.
front sail
Yeah.
that's laying on the deck,
Yeah.
we call it a jib.
Jib.
That what controls that is this jib sheet. This
Jib sheet.
is called a jib sheet. This.
Okay. What's the head sheet?
There's no such thing as a head sheet.
I heard that one when we were watching YouTube. Nah, different.
Head sail.
Head sail.
So the head sail is the jib.
Okay. Yeah.
What controls that is this one
Yeah.
and this one.
Remember we watched that the other day? They let one off as they pulled the other one in.
Yes.
We're going to be doing that today. It's
Yeah,
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
And that's when you're tacking from side to side.
Or jibing.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, now the way we load this one, these are still the same. Everything
have that
goes
load on
clock.
top.
It doesn't have the self-tailing part.
Okay.
So we do again 3 wraps, always clockwise
Yeah.
on all these. Oh
Yeah.
wow! I may just crack right into the edge of that pole there. 1, 2. That might be 4 there.
That's
4.
four.
There's 3, right?
Yeah.
Now, back of the hand to the winch like that, not like that.
Okay.
It's you're gonna muff it up. Everyone does because it's just natural to pull a rope.
Yep.
Just go like that because if your hand does go and slip, nothing's gonna get caught in there. If you do that,
Yeah, you're
your
right.
finger can get caught in
You're
there.
right. You're right.
Back of the hand. Now sometimes, and what we found yesterday is just some people just don't have the strength to hold it with 3 wraps. You can put 4 wraps on, makes it easier. 5 wraps on,
So
6
it's
wraps,
just
it doesn't
caps in
matter.
it, aren't you? That's all
Exactly,
you're doing.
that's all you're doing.
It's doing,
It
yeah,
caps to
okay.
that. The way to do that, back of the hand,
Yep.
you don't need to get your hand near that at all. You can do it like this.
Right. Keep well away from that.
You don't want this.
Never have the hand up.
You
Never
don't
have
want-
the hand facing up.
You don't want your hand anywhere near that
Yeah,
because
righto.
you know if the wind catches it in your hands here and goes like that,
Yep. Yep.
or even worse on that bottom one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
How do you fix that?
you keep your hand away from it.
No, but I mean, if it happens, I'm just worried about. We've had our hands
not
caught
gonna
in some
happen.
weird things. All right.
It's not going to happen, right? I'll be watching you. I always watch. And if you've got to put a 4th wrap on it, just like away.
Yeah,
You know,
okay.
you don't need to get your hand anywhere near it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah?
Yep. Yep.
And to let it off, get it
That's
off like that.
Just whip. Yep.
Some people, and it doesn't, when we tack or jibe,
Yep.
like, when the sail comes from one side to the next, you've simply got to get this off and let it go.
Yeah. Okay.
I saw Craig yesterday, he went like this. It was a pretty cool thing. He just went and just lassoed it off.
Yeah, okay.
What we don't want is this. What we don't want is when you're letting it off or going, we don't want that line to go under there and then all that gets
It's a mess.
and that will lock up.
Yeah, right.
That's when we've got to take a knife to it. We don't want that. So if we're easing out,
Yep.
so if we say we're bearing away, coming away from the wind, the
And
sails
we're
are
not racing
yep.
today, so we don't need to do it at a million miles an hour.
We don't do it at a million miles an hour, mate.
Just steady, slow and steady wins the race.
We turn the boat nice and
Yeah.
slow, so it gives
Yeah.
us time to let off.
Yeah.
And I just want to show you this. If we're easing out, right, because sometimes we just ease out and bear away a bit, where we're not actually changing the sail from side to side, you got to let it off at an angle between that and that,
Okay.
like from here.
Yep.
You understand?
It's too high.
It's
too
not
low.
like this, where it goes
too low.
down like that,
Yeah, right,
because that's where you get a balls up.
Right,
It's called an override. You got to let it off at an angle like that.
It's just touching the top of the winch.
It doesn't even have to.
Yeah,
Just as long as it's not going down underneath.
Righto.
Yeah, and then off.
Can you do it, Marika? Show me.
Clockwise.
Clockwise. How to clockwise?
How we going? We're looking good?
Like that one.
Okay, what's the next thing?
Okay, how you talked about this doing what?
And
That stuff.
Not like that. Not
Just
like
before-
that.
That's the next
Like
thing.
that.
Starting to make, that's what I wanted to hear.
Yep.
then off.
Can we do
Before you
it?
do that,
Yes.
I just want to show everyone on the wing set. Okay. 3 wraps clockwise.
What you think?
Yeah? Sometimes we need to put a 4th one.
Yeah.
Back of the hand of the winch. Keep your hand away from the winch.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't even
Don't go near.
think about doing this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's dumb. Just keep your hand away from it. That's not hard to do.
Yeah.
You can do it with your eyes blindfolded, right? So that's that. Obviously, when we want to let off, this is the thing that happened a couple of times yesterday that we don't want to happen ever on any yacht. Is it was getting let off at an angle like that, and that was coming down and it starts an override.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got to let off at an angle between that and that, like from here. If we're bearing away, you should be watching this. When you're bearing away, we're not like just going up here, we're not looking at the sail, we're looking at this, it's easing out. And then when we ease it out a bit, look at our telltales. That's what I want you to think about today, is those telltales.
Yep.
Horizontal to 45 is good. If they're down, let out. If they're up, trim on. Whoever's driving, if they're hard on the breeze and they're pointing up, say, hey, bear away. You're driving wrong. So don't forget this angle from here, and then letting off. I don't care how you do it. Yesterday, I was just telling these guys, I saw you do it
Swivel it
yesterday.
off.
It was pretty cool. It was like you lassoed it off. You sort of went like that, and it was like done, gone. Thank you very much for coming. Well, it was really well done. It doesn't matter how that comes off. We just don't want to get an override. We don't want to get it jammed up. It just needs to come off and go on. And all we're going to do today is the same as what we did yesterday. Tacking, jibing, coming up, bearing away. Just get used to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Righto. Back to you, Skip.
One question.
Yep.
We're going to undo the sail ties just before we get in position to raise them on. We're going to leave them on for now, or are you happy to take them off? I'm happy to leave them on so we got control.
I leave mine. So
Yeah.
let me just show you what happens. Right. When you let this off,
So it's not falling? Yeah.
Yeah,
it's just going to fall into
Scale
the
your
boat.
vision. Yeah.
Okay, good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the answer to your question is I leave them on.
Yeah.
Let's put that one back around.
All right, Jacqueline, would you like to start, mate? Remember, battery to 1.
The solenoid's drawing power. You leave it on off, the solenoid's drawing power. So, start, back to the middle. We're good to go. The only thing is now that the key's not turned,
You're only
Not
charging the batteries again.
not charging the batteries.
Yeah, okay.
The thing is, I'm not too bothered about that because
Short run.
it was full batteries were full this morning. We've been running around with the key on all morning. I'm not
And
bothered.
that's
about
drawing from 3 batteries now, or just drawing from the engine?
We only have 2 batteries.
Oh, sorry, yep.
We need to get back on the house, number 2.
So now it's only going to draw, well,
From the house battery.
Yeah. The start battery's still going to remain fresh.
Okay.
Great, thanks, Jacqueline. Right, Skip, what's happening next?
Jacqueline's going to take off our screws, the bow,
Why don't we just leave all the dock lines on the dock again?
That's what we're going
Because
to do.
we don't really use them, mate.
Yeah.
So we're taking them off the boat, rather
Yeah,
than
that's
taking
what we're
them
going to do. We're going to just drop them off. The wind's going to blow us on a little
that?
bit.
Yeah, I'll see you up there.
Wind's going to blow us on a little bit. With a little bit of a push, and we should be.
Good to go. So we need, how about you two up the bow? Take the bow off. I'll do the schooning.
What do you call that? Bow off?
Yeah, the bow line. Oh,
Bowling off?
yeah, this one here. So this one here off.
We're gonna do that right now.
Yeah, this one here off. First.
Then give it
Throw
that.
that one back onto the.
Where?
Throw it onto the jetty.
JD like
Yeah,
this?
give me 2 hands. Put that phone away.
You can do it from both sides. In fact, let's get them out of the bags, eh? That orange one, the main sheet.
This one, just out?
Out, yep, just on the floor, just like that.
Main shit.
It definitely looks like
I don't know.
thunderstorm building.
Mainsail.
You
Main.
can pass it to me. There should be 3.
Mainsail. Main shit.
Jib sail.
Jade sail.
It's on the ground, and these are the jib sheets.
Jib
This one and
shit.
this one here. Yeah.
Then halyard? Halyard.
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 This red one, which pulls the sail up. So he's connected it. It was hanging on the end of the boom here.
Yeah.
He's disconnected it,
Danny,
and he's tied it on there. Yes, mate.
the halyard line, which is that
Red one.
there,
Yeah.
it's hiding up on that.
Yep.
Is that right?
Take it off the winch, Danny.
Yeah.
Off the winch.
Yep. That's the other thing I didn't show you how to operate those proper. Those winch handles.
I see that red handle releases and
Yes, mate, yeah, you worked it out pretty quick. This one here is a bit different, right? So it's black, this one.
Yes.
Put that in the winch so we don't lose it.
Right.
And you want to lock that front clutch.
So
Shut it. Yep. They won't come out
right.
unless you press that down
Got
and up. So this one just lives up the top on one of those winches, just as it is.
Yep.
If you put it on there, it's going to slide off.
Right. Okay.
This one here lives in that bag. That one's for there.
Yep.
That one's for there.
Right.
That one just lives in one of those ones. Cool?
Yep.
You good now, Martha?
Yeah, good.
Round first, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to get it up into the wind, and then I'm going to want you to bring it back in under the tyres, and while I'm into the wind, and no, you've got to get someone pull at the mast down, and someone pull it back in.
Oh, that's right, red.
Yeah.
Oh, good. The wind is coming from there.
You want me to go up the mast? Pull that halyard?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll get, yeah, Dan, if you want to do that.
Yeah.
There's
The red one.
I'll get Dan to tell you.
I'll do this and we'll get it up quick. So Danny, see on the mast there?
Yep.
The red one?
Yep.
That's it. So you're going to pull, I'm going to pull, you're going to pull, I'm going to pull. But we've got to get these sail ties off. Can we get the sail ties off? There'll be some up there, you man. The trick here is, you've got to let the boom bang off. That's off. This one has got to come off. And the main sheet has got to come off. Otherwise it won't go the full hoist up.
How
In the
about this
cockpit. Jack on.
kid?
Okay, Danny, you ready, mate?
Yeah, mate. Ready when you are.
You ready? Ready? I'll get it up into the wind, please.
Let's go now. Feel free to use the throttle because the wind's going to be blowing your way. Go ahead, Danny.
Yep.
All you know what you do is this. One big pull,
Yep.
then I'll pull.
Righto.
One big pull, I pull. Yep. Go, that's the one. Big pull. Yep. Looking good. I'll go with you, ready? Alright, back in the cockpit, mate. Keep the boat in the wind.
Hang on.
Watch out, Marco.
Keep the boat in the wind.
Marco, watch out.
He's coming back
Where's the wind?
on the leeward side. You're letting the bow blower in there, which is blowing the boom out there, and we ain't got it attached. You need to keep the boat into the breeze. Or you tell him to come back on the high side or the windward side if you have a fail there.
Yep.
So just keep the boat in the wind now. Let go of that main sheet.
Marco,
You're just telling everyone to keep their heads down, you know what I'm saying?
what do you call this
Watch that
one?
boom back.
In iron.
Guys.
Huh?
In
No.
iron.
You're in neutral.
Sailing upwind.
Neutral back.
But we're facing in wind, right?
Yeah, that's right. So
And
it's in
that's
irons
for
at the moment.
no
No
go
go zone, yeah.
No go zone. No go zone. Okay, so we're 0.3 right now. 0, 0. You're right. No go zone.
There we go. That's the flapping.
Boat in. Just gotta put the backs down. Let go of that main sheet, dude.
Yep.
You don't want to touch it. Tell him, just trust me.
So, what is doing right now?
It's pumping the cable.
Yeah, so it's hydraulically going to. So you watch
Okay, you want to go
there.
down the channel now?
It pulls the mast tight. It pulls the mast backwards anyway.
Take this steady hand. Oh, sorry. Here. I generally do the main sheet because I can see everything that's happening.
Yeah.
Yes, son. Be pretty hard on the breeze. Goodness gracious, man.
See the telltales?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is normal.
Oh my god.
It is normal.
Jump overboard, we're going down.
Yes. We can work on these, yes,
That's right, it's crazy. As opposed to
Is that
that.
all I
Yeah,
had
right.
to do?
Yep.
Just wrap it up?
Yeah. Still in neutral, Dan. You happy to leave it there for a bit or shut her off?
So he's doing right now the jib main, jib share,
Front side.
front
Called the
side, jib.
Headsail.
Headsail. Oh my god.
That's all right. Just a gust. We just had a gust.
Don't put it around the winch, just pull it.
Pull it.
When I can't get up no more, then load it up the winch and start grinding it up. Ready? Okay, wrap three wraps around now. Take that out of the bag.
Watch.
Jackal. Okay, grab the winch down and grind it up. Let's drop it down. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Now you want to put your three wraps.
side, can you?
To operate it, it needs to be locked off one side. Leanne, you're going to have to watch yourself here. I have to tell you. So I'm going to load this back up into the right spot. If they're pointed up, we trim on. Guys, run. It's lucky that we're able to. It's lucky we're able to sail there. It's really
Faster. Where did
happy. This boat, so we're going upwind here, and this is pretty well close forward. This boat loves to be close forward on an angle of 22 degrees. So mast vertical, 22 degrees is the optimum hull shape going upwind like this. So this is normal, and it'll be the same pretty well for the boat you guys go on. Telltales are pointed up. And so you've got nothing on that trim on.
the more tighter?
Yeah, you've got to actually pull on that rope while you're winding it. Because if you let go, that rope just lets go back and go with it. It's not like these ones.
There it goes.
Doesn't have that. Okay.
Oh, you're right.
Feel the boat starting to pull up on that. So now you're on. Yeah, lift. And like I said, the wind just is constantly coming at you like that. How do I know that? Because the boat is pulling us in. I know where I've got to work with you, and it's just steering. And I'm not being horrible. It's just everything else you're doing is awesome. Your steering's okay. It's just we're going to smooth that out. Let's keep your course. I've got to shut these windows, which I should have done before we came in. All this has got to be flaked and put into the bag, Jacqueline.
Okay, all right.
We can't have it like that.
Yeah, you're right.
That's it, that's sailing.
So bearing away is when you've been tacking into the wind.
No,
Ah, it's
When
when
you
you've
make
been,
a turn.
sorry, you've been going downwind and you're going to turn to
that's a
go
jibe.
into the wind.
So what we just did right then, that last manoeuvre, is we just bared away. So we had the sails on this side of the boat as they are now,
Yep,
and we were going that way.
yep.
So we bared away, which meant, so the wind's here.
Yep.
Bearing away means coming away from the wind.
Okay.
So the further away we come away from the wind,
Ah.
we're just easing the sails out.
Yeah, right.
If we're coming up, like if we were to come up now, we'd be coming
80.
back up into the breeze,
Yep.
which means we've got to trim on.
Yep.
Bearing
So get
away,
closer.
easing out.
Okay.
So that's it, 4 manoeuvres.
Yep.
The tacking is the turning upwind, which we
Yep.
did many.
Yep.
The jibing was the turning with the stern back downwind,
Yep.
or through the stern through the wind.
Yep.
Coming up, trimming in, coming up into the breeze, bearing away, easing the sails out. And the truth of it is we're doing day skipper passages here to Sydney or here to Yamba today. Would be like this
Just keep going.
All
like
day.
the whole day.
Yeah, right. So we've done more than you
You go,
probably would on.
we would have come
on that
out of
sort
here,
a
which is the
passage.
pilotage.
Yeah.
We go out there across the bar. We start heading for Point Danger. We'd probably be looking something like this
Yeah, right.
Going along.
for like 5 hours.
Wow.
Then you'd bear away to go around Byron, and you'd ease the sails out, and then you'd be off for another 6 hours down to Yamba.
Okay.
And so all you'd be doing there is you'd be on this heading tack the whole trip. It's just the sails would go out a bit, come in a bit. As you're bearing away, they go out. As you're coming up, they come in. So you want to start aiming straight down the channel.
Yep.
So right now, what he's going to do, he's going to straighten up the boat. He's just following that other yacht. So he's right there. He's coming up a little bit.
Yeah.
So you see that? Now the head sail's just started up. Are you aiming straight for that yacht?
The radio front of it.
No, the yacht with the mast.
I guess, yep, to the water bit.
Now see this jib is starting to flap a bit. See it's getting all shaky.
Shoot it in, mate.
Put your head up the top there and have a look at that telltale in the middle. See they're pointing
Oh,
up?
yeah, right up.
So it means it's on.
Yep, come on.
The more time we have.
What's that wind?
If we see that instrument, we just press the top right here button.
This one?
Yep.
Right?
Top right. Stay up, right.
Oh my God, come on.
I'll get you to do the halyard again. Press the jib halyard, the orange one over there.
Yeah, dream.
No, Danny. In reverse, because this boat has a folding prop, and when you put it in reverse, it locks up the shaft and the prop folds up. Less drag. So, you see,
we're going to
you're,
head close to that.
you're right in the middle of the channel here, right? These are your channel markers. We don't want to go that way no more. So just looking ahead for your next channel markers. There's your next red there. We've got the sail set there, so it's just like this. Nice and
Does, doesn't he? It's like
He
a
looks the
seagull.
part, doesn't he?
pirate now.
You got photos? Oh yeah, he's filming him.
That's not hard, is it?